Ariana Grande has
His favorite.
hey, it looks like everybody's favorite Ariana Grande has went on a podcast and she was talking about, her life is basically
Child
a
star.
child star. Ever since this whole Quiet on the Set is coming out, Drake Bell has came out, talked about Brian Peck in that situation. Disgusting. Kel Mitchell's coming out, has been talking about Dan
Shout out
Schneider.
Kale. Who loves orange soda?
Kel loves orange soda. He's been coming out talking about Dan Schneider, how Dan Schneider was mean to him. But we got Ariana Grande here. We're gonna let her talk to you, let you know how she's feeling. Then we're gonna come back, let you know some more situations that's going on with this whole Quiet on the Set stuff and some more stars that's been touched.
Obviously, my relationship to it has and is currently and has been changing, and I'm reprocessing a lot of what the experience was like. I think that the environment needs to be made safer if kids are going to be acting, and I think there should be therapists. I think there should be parents allowed to be wherever they want to be, and I think not only on kids sets. I think if anyone wants to do this or music or anything at the level of exposure that it means to be on TV or to do music with a major label or whatever, there should be in the contract something about therapy is mandatory twice a week or thrice a week or something like that. And I was actually talking to Max Martin about this the other day because he was always such an amazing person to talk to about the stressful parts of what I was experiencing.
Yeah.
And he was just amazing. But a lot of people don't have the support that they need to get through performing at that level at such a young age, but also dealing with some of the things that the survivors who've come forward. And there's not a word for how devastating that is to hear about. And so I think the environment just needs to be made a lot safer all around.
Exactly. It needs to be made a lot safer all around. I mean, after doing research on this, it was just disgusting. Finding out about Dan Snyder, I mean, he needs to be put in prison. Also, finding out, like, on iCarly. iCarly had a real website, like iCarly.com. And also, they had called theslap.com, where like a lot of the uncut things were put on that site from the Nickelodeon TV show, like edit scenes that didn't make the actual episodes or videos that didn't make the actual episodes, and like that the whole website didn't get taken down until 2018. I mean, it's just sick how these people just prey on these kids, and I would have never thought that it was just so easy, especially like on Nickelodeon, how they had more than one or two people on the set doing these to kids, and
They already had a history of being inappropriate.
exactly, they already had a history of being inappropriate. And like as soon as one gets fired, they didn't care to turn a blind eye, hide another one. They found ways to bend the rules and say, "Oh well, it says here that you can't work in front of the kids, but we can have you working as like you're the talking couch." It's just a lot of weird things going on, or like how they had Ariana Grande squeezing a pickle or pouring water on her, or pouring water on her face.
She was. Sorry, squeezing a pickle sounds way worse. They were having her like squeeze a potato.
She
It
was
was
doing the pickle
weird.
too.
Yeah. Oh my god, they're terrible. But they had her squeezing foods, and it's like, why would they ever do that? They had her showing feet, sucking her own toes, just doing stuff that would be, pretty inappropriate. That people actually pay people that have OnlyFriends accounts to do that type of stuff.
True,
That you
but-
were having a kid do this stuff like years before.
True, but I mean, yeah, true that. But at the same time, I wasn't really thinking about that because
You thought
I
it
was
was
a
being
kid.
goofy?
Yeah, I thought it was being just goofy kid because I was a kid at the time watching it. I mean, because you think about it now.
You were a
Think
grown, you were a grown man watching.
No, but think about it now. Like we grown, and you know how they show like the Disney stuff, like all the things you didn't see in Disney movies. That was like really perverted, provocative. That if you like the Lion King, like when he laid down in the leaves passed by, it spelled out the word sex. There was like a couple other things that they were showing, like the Disney Channel was doing.
Oh, like the Little Mermaid, like the tower looked like a Schlongy.
Exactly, or the tower. Yeah, the tower and the Little Mermaid. So it's always like little small things that they was doing, or like
Yeah.
in a Smart Guy.
Well, what's funny, even if you watch like some like Pixar movies, like Toy Story, even some like that they do have like
Little adult comedy.
a handful of jokes that are like kind of for the adults that'll probably like go over the kids' head.
True that, but do you think that's just them being witty, trying to be
No,
witty?
this
or
is them
this
being weird.
or
They
this
had
is
a whole
weird?
documentary on it of them being weird. And it's crazy because like I know that she was like a child star, Ariana Grande, and you know that she was around that, or maybe even unfortunately was a part of some of the weird stuff. But I don't really remember her being on Disney Channel. I don't know if I was too old.
Nah,
and
she was
didn't-
more. She was on Victorious, and it was Nickelodeon.
Was that Nickelodeon?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm sorry. She was a Nick kid. Yeah, I think I was way done watching Nickelodeon. Like I was done watching Nickelodeon at like the end of elementary. Like I watched Disney Channel probably up until like maybe my second year in high school, and then after that I was done. So yeah, I'd been done with Nickelodeon. So I really didn't see any of the older Nickelodeon shows. I barely caught Sweet Life with Zach and Cody on Disney.
that was a
Like
good
honestly,
show.
like I was when that show came out, I was already felt like I was too old for that.
I do know one of the dudes on Zach. One of the brothers is like kind of messed up. Not messed up like in mentally ill, but you know he trying to stay away from Hollywood because it's like it's just too much for him. But I mean, you know, Hollywood will do something to you. Does I mean, look at Marlon Wayans. He over there posting in them rainbow color photos, even though he's doing it for his
Well,
son.
Hollywood definitely is known for
Transforming.
if you're an actor, you're gonna get
They gonna whatever sales they gonna have you doing. If you putting you in a
basically
dress,
you're gonna be in some bad situations. I don't care if you're a boy or a girl. If you're Hollywood and you're an actor, you're gonna have to sell that soul a little bit, if you know what I'm saying.
horrible.
You gotta earn your keep.
Disrespectful. But comment down below how you feel about this whole situation. Do you feel like there's gonna be more people coming out later on? I mean, like I said earlier, Kel Mitchell coming out talking about Dan Snyder treating them wrong. Ariana Grande finally speaking on it. We heard
Shout out
Drake.
Kel, he's way funnier than
Drake
Keenan.
Bell. He is. But I mean, who else? We don't know who else is gonna come out. I mean, maybe Leonardo DiCaprio. But moving on,